Are the New England Patriots the best team in the AFC? Hi, my name is Frank Ober, and this is Week 11 of my weekly fantasy football preview. By defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 28-23, the New England Patriots tied for the best record in the AFC. They continue to get phenomenal production from second-year quarterback Drake May, but in this game, we finally got the long-awaited breakout by explosive running back TreVeyon Henderson, who ran for 2 touchdowns from 55 and 69 yards out. 3 other running backs had exceptional games in Week 10. Once again, Jonathan Taylor of the Indianapolis Colts accounted for 286 scrimmage yards and 3 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs of the Detroit Lions had 172 total yards and 3 touchdowns, while Achane of the Miami Dolphins had 225 scrimmage yards and 2 touchdowns in an upset win over the Buffalo Bills. For the third consecutive week, quarterback Matthew Stafford of the Los Angeles Rams threw 4 touchdowns in a game without an interception. This is the first time in NFL history this feat has been accomplished. He also became the 9th quarterback in NFL history to throw for at least 400 touchdowns in his career. Congratulations, Matthew. Other top quarterbacks included Davis Mills of the Houston Texans, Mac Jones of the San Francisco 49ers, Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions, and Baker Mayfield of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who all threw 3 touchdown passes. In addition, quarterbacks Jackson Dart of the New York Giants and Caleb Williams of the Chicago Bears boosted their fantasy numbers by rushing for over 60 yards. Jalen Nailor of the Minnesota Vikings led a productive week for wide receivers, as 6 wide receivers had over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. Tight end Trey McBride, who is the top receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, once again led all tight ends with 9 catches for 127 yards and a touchdown. Place kicker Jason Myers of the Seattle Seahawks scored 14 points to lead a group of 5 place kickers who scored at least 11 points. Among them, Tyler Loop of the Baltimore Ravens contributed 4 field goals. The Seattle Seahawks were one of the top defenses, scoring 2 touchdowns on fumble returns. Meanwhile, the New York Jets returned a punt and a kickoff for touchdowns within 36 seconds to lead the Jets to their 2nd win of the season. Once again, Week 10 had its fair share of injuries. Quarterback Jackson Dart of the New York Giants left the game with a concussion as the team continues to exploit his running ability. 3 injured running backs included J.K. Dobbins of the Denver Broncos with a foot injury, Bam Knight of the Arizona Cardinals with an ankle injury, and Chris Rodriguez of the Washington Commanders with a shoulder injury. Several wide receivers were injured, including Devontae Adams of the Los Angeles Rams with an oblique injury, Garrett Wilson of the New York Jets with a knee injury, Romeo Doubs of the Green Bay Packers with a chest injury, and Zay Jones of the Arizona Cardinals with an Achilles injury. 2 tight ends injured, including Dalton Kincaid of the Buffalo Bills with a pulled hamstring, and Oronde Gadsden of the Los Angeles Chargers with a knee injury. The Week 11 schedule starts with the New York Jets visiting the New England Patriots on Thursday night, and the final international game has the Washington Commanders and Miami Dolphins playing in Madrid on Sunday morning at 9:30. There are only 2 teams on a bye in Week 11, the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. Make sure you track the healthier players, check the inactive reports prior to game time, and consider teams on a bye so you can adjust your lineup accordingly. Please check out my article for players to start in Week 11, and good luck.